Good evening, happy Friday. We made it to the end of the work week, and I showed up today. I told y'all there was a chance that I was going to play hooky because the weather was so amazing, but I knew that I needed to be here for you all. There's a lot of changes that are going to be happening over the course of the next couple of days, and I wanted to be here to tell you about it. But today was amazing, and the forecast was great. Going to give it about 30 seconds because I know a lot of folks are still coming into the YouTube stream, but welcome to everybody that's already here, and welcome to everyone that's at home watching us on any of our streaming platforms. We're on a bunch of them. Good evening. We're going to talk about the forecast. As you can see from the headlines, we're talking about some breezy winds, we're talking about some rainy conditions, and some colder temperatures that are going to be moving in as we head through the next couple of days. That has prompted what we call our first alerts. Our first alerts are basically heads up to weather that's going to impact you a little bit. And I'll be quite honest with you, this Monday first alert continues to look sketchy. The rain is, we're pretty confident about rain at least for half of our area on Sunday, but Monday it looks like the bulk of the moisture could exit during the morning drive or right before. So we'll continue to fine tune that timing. That's why you'll want to check with us over the course of the weekend. Our meteorologists that will be here and us at home will keep you updated on everything that we're tracking. Meanwhile, let's dive into the timing of it. We'll start with right now because it's pretty pleasant out there. Temperatures on average about 5 to nearly 10 degrees warmer across most of the region in comparison to where we were yesterday. We finally slid out of the 60s. I enjoyed being there, but here we are. 59 degrees currently here in Atlanta, 58 over in Locust Grove. LaGrange already down to 50. And we're tracking the upper 40s in the North Georgia mountains. So a pretty solid evening. I think that this is a great evening to get out into the streets. Temperatures are going to be at 50 degrees around 11 o'clock, and we'll dip into the 40s. A light jacket's pretty much all you're going to need. Pleasant conditions really ruling the evening. And as we head into the day tomorrow, expecting lots of sunshine. One thing that we are tracking that will be different tomorrow is the winds are going to shift. Today they were northwesterly. Tomorrow they're going to be more easterly. So we think that that shift in wind is going to cause it to be a couple of degrees cooler than it was today. So we're not going to hit 70. I think we'll still get into the 60s, and I think it's still going to be a pretty sweet day. And it's definitely going to be the pick of the weekend. As we head into the late evening hours, we're going to be watching clouds start to build in out ahead of our next weather maker. You can already see some of those scattered showers starting to push into portions of southwestern and central Alabama. That rain will eventually trickle into North Georgia as we head through parts of Sunday. So I mentioned that tomorrow's great, and I think that if you're okay with wearing a sweater, it's a good morning to get out. Maybe 10 o'clock, hit the links. Temperatures are going to be in the upper 40s, quickly getting into the 50s before lunchtime, and I expect us to be at 55 degrees around noon. So a gorgeous day. The afternoon gets better. We'll get into the low 60s. It will not be as picture perfect as today, but for February, it's going to be a win. As we head into the evening tomorrow, I don't know what you're doing, but I may be checking out the Hawks. There's a game that is actually playing right now, streaming on Peachtree TV. We stream all of the home games for the Hawks on Peachtree TV, so you can watch that for free, just as a heads up. And also, we're on YouTube TV now, so if you're watching us on YouTube and you have a YouTube TV account, you can actually catch our normal newscasts and also things like the game on your YouTube TV. Meanwhile, if you're going to the game tomorrow night, I think that it's going to be a solid evening. Yet again, we'll be in the low 50s at around the 9 o'clock hour. Tip-off is at 7:30. Golden State's in town, so folks are going to be heading out there to check out Steph Curry in person. I think it's going to be a good evening, and I think it's going to be a pretty solid start to the weekend. Unfortunately, things start to trend a little damper, a little cooler as we head into your Sunday. And you can see that that band is already starting to push into portions of southwest Georgia during the morning hours, mid to late morning. I'll be watching folks in Troup County, Meriwether County, folks in Cleburne and Randolph counties in Alabama. You'll start to see that first wave of showers. This low-pressure system will pass to the south of us. So we're going to miss out on the bulk of the energy from this. We're going to miss out on the bulk of the rain. But the cloud cover and the rain and the breezy winds on Sunday will keep temperatures cooler. So we're going to be in the low 40s to start off the morning. As we head closer to 12 o'clock, you can see that moisture starting to lift northward. By 12, this is going to be moving into the southwestern portion of the city of Atlanta, the southwestern suburbs, and the southwestern communities. I'm looking at you out in Spalding, Coweta County, Hurd, down towards Troup and Meriwether counties, as well as Pike and Lamar counties and Upson counties. The further south and west you are, the more of an impact this will be to your day. And you can see that on the northeastern side of the region. Folks out in Gwinnett County, you're cloudy and cool, but you're not really dealing with the rain. And there's going to be some drizzle that fades in and out, but the bulk of that moisture through 12 o'clock will be to the south and west of you. We'll continue to watch this build in, and as this low rotates to the south of us, we'll get thicker bands in. So as we head into the afternoon, we are expecting more scattered showers. You can see that this never migrates all the way north. So this never completely encompasses all of North Georgia. So the further north and east you are with this system, the better chance you're going to have some dry time on Sunday. But nonetheless, the winds are still going to be breezy. These 17 miles per hour winds that you're seeing at 5 o'clock are sustained winds. The winds are going to be gusting up to 35. So you're going to be dealing with breezy wind, temperatures that are in the 40s for the bulk of the day, and then you're going to have these showers around. So whether or not you get in on the rain, it's going to be still a tasteless kind of day. What's going on, Casey? Good evening. Thank you for joining us and chatting with me tonight on the stream. Hopefully, wherever you are outside on your phone watching me on YouTube and enjoying this fantastic evening. I'm not supposed to entice you to have a beverage in your hand, but hopefully you at least are drinking some sweet tea. As we head into Sunday evening, that rain will continue to push towards the east, but you can see that we get that climax of rain mid to late afternoon. As we head into the evening, that low is going to gradually start to drift towards the east, and that means that we should see things start to dry out for folks in northeast Georgia, and then those rain chances are going to diminish. Now, the rain chances drop to about 30% to kick off Monday morning, and you can see that this is not overwhelming at 7 a.m. But we're keeping the first alert around because guidance has been hinting that we could see some light, very, very light showers stick around through noon. We don't expect that to be a widespread thing, but the chance is there. Guidance is trending with drier solutions, so over the course of the weekend, meteorologists Cutter Martin or Courtney Jacobazi could drop that first alert. We'll be in communication about that through the course of the weekend. If we continue to see that drier trend, we'll let you know. For whatever reason, still count on it being cloudy. And remember that there will be some rain that falls at night, so even if it's not raining Monday morning during the commute, there could still be some slick spots as far as the rain. There could be some puddles on the side of the streets. We know how the potholes are around here. So expect for it to be cloudy and a little dreary in the morning, but we should see the atmosphere recover as we head into Monday afternoon, actually get back into the upper 50s. As far as rain is concerned, we've continued to kind of go with the further south and west you are, the better chance you'll get a good amount of rain. You can see that a trace of rain in places like Athens and Gainesville and Blairsville. Slightly higher totals once you get closer to the center of Atlanta. We're talking about probably a quarter to a half inch, depending on where you are in Atlanta. And then the further south and west you are, that's where those top totals will get higher because you're going to be under that rain a little bit longer than us. Some folks are going to see rain from late morning through the evening. Some folks are going to start to see it mid-afternoon through the evening, and some folks are only going to see it in the evening. So it's really going to depend on how that low tracks. But you can see that we're pretty confident that those higher totals are going to be along and south of I-20. And then on the back of the end of that, we'll see things start to improve as we head into your Monday afternoon. Temperatures are going to rebound into the upper 50s. And then temperatures go on a nice little warming trend. We'll get into 60-degree territory as early as Tuesday. And then Wednesday, we expect most locations to hit that. And then we'll see those numbers continue to climb as we head through the work week. We'll get up to 66 degrees next Friday. But we're already keeping our eyes to our next system that could bring the chance of some rain back into the forecast on Friday. So no first alert for Friday right now. It's looking a little wet. And we were talking earlier this evening, we're looking at the next 10 days. We're looking at Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And we're going to be watching a system right now. It's several days out, and we have these conversations about low-resolution data versus high-resolution data. Once you get past 48 hours, you're looking at low-resolution data. So we can pick up on a signature of a system, but to try to nail it down as far as timing and all that stuff, you normally have to get a little bit closer to it to kind of get that that's precise. But we're looking at another system that's going to be moving in, and the guidance is diverging on which day is going to be the worst out of the three of those. But right now, it looks like at least there's a chance that could end up being part of next weekend. And if you have our First Alert weather app on your phone, we only ever do a 7-day forecast on TV because we're only allotted so much time. You know, just like this stream, I can talk to you like I'm talking to Casey tonight, like I've been chatting with y'all all week. We can take a little bit more time to dive into this, but on TV we can't. But also on our app, there is a 10-day forecast for you so that you can see what we're thinking about the next 10 days. So let's say that you're trying to make plans. The weekend has just started unofficially, but maybe you're trying to make plans already for next Saturday and Sunday. You can at least check in on that app and see what we're thinking, and we update that every couple of hours. As soon as we get new information, we tweak it. We tweak our forecast sometimes in the middle of the evening. We started off forecasting tomorrow being a high of 61, and we went to 62, and we decided, you know what, that east breeze is going to win out. Let's send it back down to 61. So we do these type of things throughout the day. Throughout the shows, and you can get all of that information in the palm of your hands if you download the First Alert Weather app. Listen, it's Friday night, and I understand. Y'all are trying to get out into the streets, and y'all don't want to sit here and talk to me, and that's okay. Thank you, Casey, for chatting with me tonight. Hopefully, we were giving you the information you needed to know, and if you didn't, on Peachtree TV tonight, after the game, directly after the game, Meteorologist Fair Companion is going to go through and give you that last look at the forecast, any tweaks that we make between now and then. He'll tell you about that, and he'll prepare you for the weekend, and then, of course, we'll have some new model data in on when that rain starts to move in on Sunday, and he's actually going to be able to show that to you tonight at 10:30 on Peachtree TV and 11 on Atlanta News First. So, happy Friday. Get your life. Stay safe. Wait, that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry, technology. Bam. I wanted to give you the full screen 7-day because we like to do that for you so you can look at the numbers. And then, of course, we'll do this little chat again on Monday. You guys have a fantastic evening and be safe.